I was like, I could have said that.
That would have really.
But I didn't. I said, no, I listen and laugh.
Yo, man, if you got over 100 bodies, you got problems, man. Man or woman, you are a psycho and you need help. 156 bodies, man? At that point, that's just a weird, like, compulsion. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy, man. To each their own, do what you want, but that's crazy.
Give it to me, girl. What kind of man you looking for?
Looking for someone that is actually healed, because I noticed on your show, it's a lot of broken people coming up on this show, and they really need therapists. And they're the reason why it's mustard yellow piss in the dating pool. And it's like,
girl, you got a whole 2-year-old baby. Somebody can look at you like that's crazy.
Yeah, but no, not really, Kendra.
Yes, really. A guy can look at a girl and say, you have a 2-year-old, why you not with the dad? Like, you could have worked that out.
But I'm not the mustard yellow piss in the pool, Kendra.
You got to be careful when you talking so directly about other people, because your resume to a guy is not what you think it is. You got 2 baby daddies, you got a 2-year-old, and you got a 14-year-old, which means you had a child in high school, correct?
Yes.
Men ain't jumping for joy all the time to sign up for that. So you coming at people strong that been on my show, but the guys that might want to date you might feel the same way about you.
The lack of self-awareness and projection is honestly insane. How are you going to go on someone else's show and talk crap about every single other person on the show when you're on the show too? If you're on the show, you're no better than anyone else who's been on the show in the past. And you probably have a lot of problems too. And as you can see, you have multiple fathers of your children. And as a result, you're having a lot of trouble in the dating market. But she seems too prideful to see that. How are you gonna go on someone's show, they give you advice, and you're like, no, you're wrong? Like, what? Like, bro, like, the level of pride and ignorance is just shocking.
I'm dating my boyfriend for almost 4 years, and occasionally we will bump heads. I love him to death, but we'll bump heads when we have a difference in opinion. I think my happiness should be his priority. Let me just say that.
You think what?
My happiness should be his priority. So I want to give an example. So he's been growing a beard for the last 2 years. I'm going to love him either way, whether or not he has the hair, but I didn't ask for this beard. And I kind of want the beard to go back the way that it was when I first got with him. And, I just want to know your opinion, because I watched the episode when you had Marjorie, when you were talking about your beard, and Marjorie loves your beard, and that's why you have the beard. So I want to know, what's your opinion? Shouldn't he be consulting me before he makes these decisions? And what would you say if Marjorie didn't like your beard?
Okay, we all know why she went on here. She just went on here to ask Steve if she was right. You can hear in her tone, you can hear everybody, and we all know that mostly a female audience in that show, so all of them just started like saying, woo, started agreeing with her. Obviously, that she's in the wrong here. If he wants to keep his beard and he likes it, he could do it 100%. Just like if you wanted to cut your hair or do anything else with your body, he wouldn't have any problem with it, and he shouldn't, because his priority is not making you happy. That's ridiculous. What is he, your servant? What is this? No. I hope he watches this and he finds out the truth and he divorces her, because this is a toxic woman who needs help and needs to be alone, bro.
What's your type?
I have a girlfriend.
So what's your type then?
My girlfriend.
And what does she look like?
She looks like my girlfriend.
So what would you rate me out of 10?
I can't do that.
You can't rate me at all?
I can't reach you at all.
What would you rate your girlfriend out of 10?
She broke my scale because she's so beautiful.
Dang, she was not giving up, but my boy was staying loyal, man. I appreciate that. I respect that. He knew that she could possibly see this in the future. But hey, man, that's how it should be. If you're in a relationship, that should be the only person you're looking at. I don't care who you are.
You know the difference between women just choosing stuff that they're interested in? Like, for example, I don't know a lot of girls that want to be plumbers, and I used to work for a plumbing tech company, so we like sold stuff to plumbers, and we would go to schools, and it would be like 1-2 female plumbers in the room, and plumbers make a lot of money, right? It's just not like a glorified job. But how do you know the difference between women not wanting to do those jobs and like discrimination? Because at the other end of the spectrum, like my dad, he's a CEO of a company, and my dad worked 80 hours a week my whole life to get to that position, right? Like since I barely saw him my whole life. I don't know many girls that would want to do that. Like, yeah.
Work 80 hours a week.
Oh, I wouldn't. Like, I don't want to do that.
Exactly, man. That's a super simple way to put it. The thing is that women have the same opportunity as men. It's just that they don't take advantage of it as much as men. It's very simple. There's so much opportunity in the engineering field, plumbing field, but men still dominate it because that's what men want to do. Women aren't usually inclined to those higher paying, hard labor jobs, and that's fine. But people are conflating that to women getting paid less, and that's just incorrect.
And she just ain't got, it's like she don't want nothing in life. I cannot be with a woman like that. All we do is argue. Argue. She don't want to work. She pick her kids up, drop her kids off to her mama house while she go out and be in the streets all night. And I'm over here paying the bills. And the f***ed up part is, I got a homie, his wife got a business. She was gonna hire her on the spot to answer the phones for her business, $20 an hour. I tell this dumb, hey, my homie wife got a business. All you gotta do is answer the phone, $20 an hour. She gonna look at me and tell me what the fuck I look like. I'm like, what do you mean? What the fuck do you look like? $20 an hour, you telling me you can't work for $20 an hour to sit on your ass? That's when I knew I couldn't work no more. That's her kids' stuff. It's like, I can't do it. Her kids tearing my house up. You know what I mean? I love them kids with my dear heart, but I can't do this. Sometimes you get fed up. I'm waking up, I'm going to work every day with attitudes, getting into it with my boss, arguing with my employees, my coworkers, and it's like, I just can't do it. God, please forgive me for doing this. I never meant to be this way. Like, you know I'm a good man at heart, but sometimes you get fed up. I done asked her 7 times to leave, and it's just like, I can't deal with this no more.
Yeah, man, kick her out 100%. He's 100% in the right. If someone's dragging you down mentally, physically, or financially, you kick him out of your life. And don't even give him that many chances. He's a nice guy. He gave her 7. He should have gave her 1, because that's ridiculous, man. If someone's out there treating... You can't let dead weight drag you down and destroy your own life, man. Like, no.
My biggest red flag in women, well, first of all, the biggest red flag in women is women themselves, because girl wicked.
I like that. I mean, hey, it wasn't even that big of a fall anyway. She'll be fine.
Hey, baby. I just sent you some naughty photos. Do you like them?
Hell yeah. Damn, you are hot.
Thanks, baby. I really want you tonight.
I would like that.
I can come over right now.
Well, I'll be up waiting for you.
Can you just send me some gas money?
What?
$50 for gas. I want you to be my sugar daddy. And you can send me some money so I can get my nails done.
Oh, okay. So, like $150? Let me just send it to you right now.
Baby, I don't think the money went through yet. Can you screenshot it? Baby? Baby? Baby?
Look, man, if that's why you're single, then you should be happy, very single, man. So, you should not be taking people like that in your life just because you're alone, bro. Or you feel lonely, man. You won't feel lonely once you're on your purpose and you focus on yourself and you increase your financial status, your happiness, and your friendship, and you have a better relationship with God, better relationship with your family. You won't feel lonely then, brother. I promise you.
Find kind of suspicious sometimes girls that go on like girls trips when they're like all booed up. Because like, why else do you go clubbing besides to look hot in front of strangers? I've personally experienced like girls that have boyfriends that fully cheat on them in front of me, like when we go out. And you know, it's like, yes, I validated their behavior by like never calling them out for it, and that is my fault, I guess. But like, I've seen it happen so much.
The thing is, no one's holding them accountable, so they just do it without any shame or remorse at all. That's the craziest part about it. If no one calls you out on your garbage, you're just going to keep doing it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And the absolute gall and audacity to do that in front of other people, thinking that's okay, that is some sick sociopathic tendencies, man. That's crazy. Yes, you should have called her out, but don't feel too bad because you can see the remorse in her eyes and I can see that she actually thought and knew it was wrong. But next time, definitely call it out and don't surround yourself with people like that. Like, if you see someone like that and they do that, they're not your friend. Don't make them your friend. Even if they're not cheating on you per se, if you're in that vicinity, that's just toxic vicinity, and that's a terrible sign. That person's a terrible person.
Man, if you block me, I won. I won.
As a woman, if you made a video after I blocked you about the fact that I blocked you, I won.
That's true, man. If they make a video, they still care enough to make a video about it. If they didn't care at all, they wouldn't make the video on it, man. So technically, you won. Deep down, you know you won.
Find these incredible men, and they would be like, oh, I would never date him. I'm like, I just went and found a freaking pilot of ex-Falcons player. Are you serious? But he don't look, it's like he's gotta be perfect. But you're not perfect. You got issues and unresolved issues, and you got a temper, and you're bossy, and you're controlling, and men don't even like to be around you long term. You run everybody away. You think you're so much the ish that you're bougie and vain and stuck up, and men don't like it. And you wonder why you can't keep a man. You wonder why nobody wants to be around you. Sweetheart, listen, get nice. Be sweet. Men are simple creatures. They're simple, but your standards are standardizing you right out of the...
Yo, that's when your own kind is telling you that. You know it's not biased. It's very simple. I don't understand why it's so hard. Like, why does it have to be so complicated here, man? I think it's definitely because of the media. It's definitely because of financial situation in the world right now. Capitalism is part of that. I just don't know why it's so hard to just actually be with someone, be nice to them, and enjoy life together, and that's it. What's with this whole, you have to make 6 figures? Like, who cares, man? Like,
why the fuck do I have to go through this? And he's just fine. Like, that's not fucking fair. He gets to go about his life, have his home, have his cars, have his financial stability, and I'm over here fucking struggling. I'm over here fucking crying all the time. I'm the one who's going through it. And he's just fucking fine. Like, how is that fucking fair? Why can't I just be fine just the way he is? Why can't I just not fucking care?